Hello and welcome to Simonheals. My name is Simon. I hope that the sound quality is good enough. I'm on the beach here in Koh Samui, Thailand, and the sea's pretty rough, it's pretty windy. Full moon last night, so we got some crazy weather going on this week, but yeah, that doesn't keep me off the beach and enjoying an evening walk. So yeah, just walking along the beach now and reflecting upon the last few days, and something that I'm going to share with you. I think it may be interesting for you, and may help shed some light for you on if you're struggling at the moment with any physical pain or physical kind of conditions, because earlier this week I can't remember exactly when, just in the evening, on I think it was Monday, and I just started to get this real pain in my lower back. Now, I don't suffer with my back at all, so this was really unexpected, and I hadn't done anything that I could think of to kind of like physically damage my back that day, but it just suddenly kind of started to come from nowhere. And that was in the early evening. I got an early night in bed, and I woke up the next day absolutely. It took me several minutes just to get myself out of the bed, and then I was just kind of walking around, doubled over with pain, and really not in a good way at all. I managed to kind of straighten myself up to vertical, and made it over to the retreat center here where I work as a healer and therapist, and somehow managed to get my appointments done that day. But by the end of the day, I was in pretty bad shape. Got myself early to bed. Still, so much pain in my back, and got to bed, and did some things to kind of help relieve that pain with a hot water bottle, some tiger balm, which is like a Thai remedy that when you rub it on the skin, it kind of like heats up the muscle. And these were really, really useful. And but I still woke up the following morning with a lot of pain and stiffness in my lower back. So I did what really, on hindsight, I should have done pretty much immediately, especially, being a Reiki master. And this is what I do for other people. But like many of us, we often don't do for ourselves what we do for others. And but I did a Reiki session for myself a couple of days into this back pain, and needless to say, immediately afterwards I was feeling so much better, and I had a real kind of big emotional release during the Reiki session. I cried a lot and realized what was causing the pain. And this is what I really want to share with you, because this kind of insight may resonate with you and give you some understanding of any pain that you're experiencing at the moment, or in the future. If you find yourself in pain, it may help you to deal with it quickly. So what I realized in the Reiki session is that there are a few situations in my life where I am giving a lot and receiving either little or nothing at all. And these situations have been literally draining my energy. And the symptom of that eventually was in my back. And when I checked up, I don't know if you're familiar with Louise Hay, but she created a really comprehensive list of common ailments and their emotional cause. And for lower back, she has associated that with giving at your own expense and a lack of support, and those completely resonated as well with me. And I realized immediately that I need to do something about these situations, which I'm in the process of doing at the moment. But virtually definitely within hours of that Reiki treatment and that realization, my back was absolutely fine. And so it just kind of really reminded me how when we have symptoms in our body, that they are there to tell us that something is out of balance. That may be something in our lifestyle, or in our situations in our life. And in this case, it was definitely about the situations in my life. My lifestyle in terms of, what I eat and exercise and the environment I live in, etc., is very, very healthy. I'm really, pleased to be able to say that. If it wasn't, I would also need to look at those different kind of aspects as well. And the analogy that comes to mind with this is I felt like a leaky bucket, like a bucket with holes in it. So no matter what I do to fill myself up, so all the positive things that I do, all the meditation and the yoga and the the healthy eating, etc., a huge big long list of the things that I do to fill myself up energetically. If there are holes in the bucket, it doesn't matter how much we do, we're never filled up. And at best, we may maintain some kind of acceptable fullness of energy, let's say. But as soon as there's anything that adds to the stress, or we're not able to keep up those practices, we slip off the wagon, eat some bad foods or whatever it is, then straight away we can go into being in pain, start to go into illness and disease if we do not deal with the holes in our bucket. So I guess my invitation to you from this video is just to reflect on your life and your lifestyle at the moment and ask yourself, where might the holes be in your bucket? Where might you be leaking energy? Just before I finish off, something I'd like to add there which is often the case for people, an area where they're leaking energy, is into past relationships. Relationships that may be over in terms of the physical connection, but there's an energetic connection there. And maybe someone that you feel resentment towards, anger towards, someone that you've had even a very intimate relationship with, but you never really properly cut the cords between yourself and this other person, and they're still feeding off you energetically, and you may still be feeding off them energetically. So in those situations, it's really important to cut the cords. If that resonates with you, I do offer a session which I can do online with you to actually cut the cords. And you'll see some links below to connect with me, to find out more about the different sessions that I offer. If you're not sure what it is that you need on your healing journey now, but you feel that you need support, then there's a link for a free consultation with myself. So just click on that link and book yourself in on my calendar. And let's just have a call and see where you're up to, and see if I'm able to help and support you with that. So from a not so sunny Thai beach, pretty stormy Thai beach, thank you so much for listening. Like and subscribe and share and all that stuff. If you think if you find this useful, and yeah, I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Thank you so much. Namaste.